Up now, Braden Hayes, Kellogg, Hayden Peterson, Sandpoint. And your winner from Kellogg, Brayton Hayes. Now up, John Bradfield, Kellogg, Willie Fish, Sandpoint. And your winner, John Brownfield. Now up, Levi Brown, Kellogg, Joseph Babbitt, Sandpoint.
Where you want to be, Joe? Good. Chase it. Post on your head. Post on your head. Post on your head, Joe. 3 Tripod on your head. I'll be tough there. Short time. Yeah, right there. Got it. Watch your weight. Watch your weight. Nice job, Levi. All right, take it. Hey, Joe. Hey, remove. Don't wait. Here we go, Levi.
now for Caves, Kellogg, Tina Newsom, Sandpoint. Winner from Sandpoint, Tina Newsom. Up now, Ashton Lewis from Kootenai, Zach Wood from Sandpoint.
Sandpoint still, right?
Wood, Sandpoint. Up now, Michael Nyman, Kootenai, Logan White, Kellogg.
is tough. Go, mate.
And your winner for Kellogg, Logan White. Up now from Kellogg, Brayden Hayes will take on Elijah Granelka from Sandpoint. now, John Brownfield Kellogg and Warsaw Sandpoint. John Brownfield. Up now, Levi Brown Kellogg, Liam Clark Sandpoint. And the winner, Levi Brown. Up now, Talia White versus Tina Newsom. And the winner from Kellogg, Talia White. Up now, Brooke Hayes, Kellogg, CIL Johnson, Sandpoint. And the winner from Sandpoint, CIL Johnson. Up now, Michael Nyman, Kootenai, Jason Simmons, Sandpoint. Miller, Jason Simmons, Sandpoint. Up now, Ben Armas, Kootenai, Hayden Peterson, Sandpoint. And your winner, Ben Armas, Kootenai. Up now, Grayson Haynes, Kellogg, Jeremiah Palmer, Sandpoint.
Let's go! Green. Down. Green keeps down.
And your winner, Jeremiah Palmer. And the last JV match this evening, John Brownfield Kellogg, Tony Inge, Sandpoint. And your winner from Kellogg, John Brownfield. That concludes the JV matches.
NASCO is a loyal Wildcat activity supporter and Kellogg-based construction management company. Their primary focus is supporting our military through the performance of multi-million-dollar federal construction contracts. NASCO has a long history in the Silver Valley where their home office has been based for more than 25 years. They have enjoyed continued growth and now have multiple satellite offices nationwide. To date, they've worked on over 50 military bases and performed more than 4,000 construction projects across the United States. NASCO has had the privilege of working with the U.S. Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs to plan, develop, and complete their new visitor center, which will both serve as a designated Colorado Welcome Center and illustrate a day in the life of cadets through interactive exhibits. NASCO provides support to our military through the construction of essential facilities used to train, prepare our soldiers, and enhance our nation's warfighting readiness. NASCO is proud of their Silver Valley roots and is actively involved in local community events and activities. You can find them on the web at nascousa.com. Wildcats Live would like to thank NASCO for being the original gold level supporter and proud partner. Thank you, NASCO, and go Wildcats! Purple and gold through and through. Shoshone Glass has been serving the home and auto glass and glazing needs of the Silver Valley and North Idaho for more than 50 years. With 3 generations of family expertise and community loyalty, they have a well-earned reputation for hard work and excellence. No matter what your needs, you can rest easy knowing that your project will be handled quickly and professionally. From energy-efficient windows and sliding glass doors to bath enclosures and mirrors and a comprehensive auto glass service as well. Let the experts at Shoshone Glass take care of your home, auto, and business needs by calling 208-783-1159 or going to shoshoneglass.com. Go Wildcats! North America's premier silver mining and refining company and headquartered in Denver, Colorado, Sunshine Mining and Refining is a precious metals production, development, and exploration company primarily focused on silver. Their namesake project, the Sunshine Complex, is 100% owned by SSMRC and is North America's only vertically integrated silver complex. Located in the mining-friendly Coeur d'Alene Mining District in Idaho, the Sunshine Complex is composed of the Sunshine Mine and Sunshine Refinery, located in the heart of the Silver Valley, Kellogg, Idaho. Sunshine Silver Mining and Refining support many local endeavors and are Wildcats Live Gold level sponsors. Check out their website at sunshinesilvermining.com to learn more. Go Wildcats! With over 55 years of business in the greater Silver Valley and beyond, Watts Appliance is your go-to place for all things appliance sales and service. Watts Appliance is 4 generations family-owned and operated and has the inventory and know-how to handle all of your appliance needs. Not only will the team at Watts guide and recommend from their impressive inventory, but they also service any purchase if and when the need arises. In addition to appliance sales and service, Watts also specializes in commercial refrigeration sales and service. So head on down to 3 North Division Street in Pinehurst, not just to see their iconic seasonal window displays, but to let Sherry, Brock, and the Watts team let you know what's up. Wildcats Live would like to thank Sherm, Luana, Sherry, Brock, and the rest of the Watts family, not just for the exceptional service, but for their endless support of Kellogg High School activities and Wildcats Live. Operating out of Pinehurst, Idaho for over a decade, Jim's Towing is a second-generation family and Wildcat alumni owned and operated business that loves helping out in all areas of the Silver Valley and beyond. Jim's Towing Service, LLC, is more than just a 24/7, 365 towing and basic roadside assistance company. They are a team that will be there when you need them the most. Whether you are stranded on Interstate 90 or up the North Fork of the Coeur d'Alene River, or maybe just at the grocery store in town, Brandon and the Jim's Towing team are on the job. Do you need a jump start? Flat tire at the worst possible time? Give the team at Jim's Towing a call. Did you secure your vehicle a little too well, locking your keys safely inside? Rest assured, Jim's Towing will be there to help you out without damaging your vehicle. Jim's Towing is not just the only AAA provider in the Silver Valley, but they are also your neighborhood U-Haul dealer, offering great service for your moving and hauling needs. In addition to vehicle services, you will see the team at Jim's Towing supporting many local groups and endeavors. Thank you, Brandon and Jim's Towing, for your support of Wildcats Live. Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. From plywood to paint, tools to trim, they have it all, or they can order it in just a few days' time. Kellogg Lumber Company is a veteran-owned business that has been supplying the Silver Valley with quality building materials to contractors, builders, and homeowners for 4 generations. Personal service and knowledgeable staff make Kellogg Lumber the right choice for your next project. With 50 years buying experience, let Steve and the knowledgeable crew at Kellogg Lumber use their many well-established vendors to source the materials you need for the right price and delivered on time. Kellogg Lumber, more than just lumber for 4 generations. Hometown proud sponsors of Kellogg Wildcat Athletics and Wildcats Live. Welcome to Wildcats Live. First ever commentated wrestling match. It's a duel. It's Kellogg Wildcats and Sandpoint Bulldogs. It's cats and dogs, guys. And I am joined by Kellogg High School class of, I believe, 1994 and Idaho State champion at, was it 145? Give me a nod. Matt Armstrong. And we are here for a dual non-league with these Kellogg Wildcats punching above their weight class and the Sandpoint Bulldogs. We're going to let them warm up a little bit here. We'll send it down eventually to the public address announcer, which I'm being told is Mr. Tim Kimberling. But, Matt, set the stage for us here. Welcome.
Yeah, hey, thanks for the warm introduction. I'm happy to be here, the inaugural. I'm going to give some play-by-play to all our fans out there. Simon's going to do a lot of the color. We're going to work together as a team here. I'm real excited to be here for this duel and be back where I learned how to wrestle and went to high school. And this Wildcat team is coming off of third place at state last year. They were tied for second place going into the last match, the heavyweight match, and the New Plymouth had a heavyweight that got a pin, so they just missed out on the silver. But they got a lot of those guys back. They lost a couple of their hammers, but they do have a lot of depth, a lot of scrappy kids. These kids, I've seen these kids wrestle over the last 8 to 10 years at all these clubs, and now it looks like we're going to move into our face-off here, Simon, and where they're going to announce the wrestlers.
All right, we are going to announce the wrestlers. We're going to take it down to I believe it's Mr. Tim Kimberling. We'll be right back. We'll go with the face-off right now. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live.
Good evening and welcome to Andrews Gymnasium at Kellogg High School for tonight's duel between the Sandpoint Bulldogs and your Kellogg Wildcats. At this time, would you please rise for the Pledge of the Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Starting tonight at 98 pounds, from Sandpoint, Ty Woods receiving a forfeit. At 106, Johnny Stover receiving a forfeit. And at 113, Aiden Figueroa receiving a forfeit. At 120 from Kellogg, Colton Story versus Zach Wood, Sandpoint. At 126, Carson Hinkleman from Kellogg versus Connor Brown, Sandpoint. And at 132, Kellogg's Wyatt Story versus Ashley Hawkins of Sandpoint. At 138, Trevor Dorsch, Kellogg versus Gage Martin, Sandpoint. At 144, from Kellogg, Chase Scribner versus Warren Beach from Sandpoint. And at 150, Brady Bergobi, Kellogg versus John Holman, Sandpoint. 157, Jace Haynes versus Colton Cates. And at 165, Colton Duncan of Kellogg, Daniel Holman, Sandpoint. And at 175, Kellogg's Andrew Lewis versus Charlie Becker from Sandpoint. 190, AJ Peak, Kellogg versus John Tyler, Sandpoint. And at 215, Jeremiah Palmer receiving a forfeit. At 285, Kyle Van Vliet of Kellogg versus Gavin Walters, Sandpoint. At this time, we could have the captains to the middle of the mat, please.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, we are back. Those were the face-offs. We will highlight many of these matchups. We have the captains out there right now. Matt, what are the captains going over right now?
So right now they're going to flip a coin for odd or even. And whichever team calls it, which I don't know if Kellogg calls it, if they say even, it is even, then they get their choice of matches, which is going to be odd or even. So when you start going through a duel like this, there's 15 weight classes. So you're going to look at some of the matchups where you think are going to be a really close matchup, where you want to have the first choice. Or in some of these situations, like let's say at 215, where there's a forfeit, or 190, maybe at 190, this is a strategy. Let's say Kellogg had odd, then they get their choice. If this Jordan Tyler, who's a state champion, reports to the mat, then Kellogg could do is just hold Peak back, and they forfeit to him. And then they go ahead and bump him up to, if they think he can beat the Sandpoint guy at 215.
Wow.
So it's strategy.
Yeah.
A little bit of strategy with that. So we have a couple forfeits that went by there.
What are these going on right now, Matt? What are these forfeits?
So 98 pounds, Ty Wood picked up a forfeit. He's ranked #1 in the state for Sandpoint. And then Johnny Stover at 106 just picked up a forfeit for the Wildcats, and that puts it up to, and he's ranked #4 in the state, and that puts the score at 6-6. And then at 113, Aiden Figueroa, the longtime Figueroa family of Jason and Jeremy Figueroa, state placers, teammates of mine, he went out and picked up a forfeit as well. So now we're going to get down to wrestling at 120. The score now, the team score is 12-6 Wildcats with those 2 forfeits.
And we're hoping that is reflected on. We've got our score.
It should, it should be now here.
And put those in.
And then as we move now to this matchup, this is you got 2 guys that are ranked both in the top 5 at the state. Colton Story's he's ranked #2 at 113 pounds. He's a sophomore. He's going to be a little bit lighter than the Wood kid from. But you can see he's being aggressive, going after those shots right away. He's trying to get the early edge here, try to get that takedown. And Zach Wood, he's he's ranked #5 in the state, so He, we have Story who's going up a weight class. Kellogg's trying to get a win here. I think Ricky Harrelson or their normal 120-pounder is hurt or sick or something. So, yeah.
So, Matt, again, this is a repeat of George Wild. Looks like they're not putting up the team scores yet. I'm going to have to text Coach Miller.
Yeah.
So write down the team scores as they said. It's 12-6, right?
Yep, it's 12 for Kellogg.
Because I have a feeling that these people watching on the feed, they're going to see the score for the team happen.
So there's a takedown by Story. He's got Wood in trouble right on his back. What a great, this could be big for the Wildcats. He's going to get 3 takedown. He's got 4 near fall, and he's switching over to a cow catcher type position. This is hard to get out of right here. It's hard to get out of. It looks like Wood did get the half peeled off, so he is fighting, but this is a very tough spot. You got to really go for broke here on both sides. If you're trying to get the fall for Story, you might not get a chance to get him here again, so you want to get the fall. And it looks like Wood did get his arm through and down. So it's 7-0. It'll be 7-0, but that could have been a fall early on in the goings here for the Wildcats.
That's a good call, Matt. And while you were doing that, I was able to get the scoring adjusted here on the feed. So they are doing it correctly. So we're 7-0, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And then hopefully we can get that team score up there so that the fans can.
Yeah.
Are they able to adjust that, or are they not sure that they're supposed to do it?
They should be.
Okay.
In fact, Easton, you could bump down there, and you could say they need to put up the match score.
Oh, there we go.
0-0. It should be 12-6 right now.
There we go.
Okay. They're trying. And the only reason we're talking about that, look over here, boys. Like, we've got it live for our people on the feed. There we go. They're seeing it. So whatever these guys are putting in the scoreboard, these guys that are watching from as far away as Michigan are seeing some accurate scores,
right? People
right?
in the East time zone, it's a little late out there. They've already had their dinner and ready for bed, but they're tuning in to watch this.
Matt, shout out to your brother, Brad Armstrong.
Brad Armstrong, yeah, welcome.
Speaking of 98-pounders.
Yeah, he was a 98-pounder. I don't know how, by looking at him back in 1990, you don't know how you could have fit him in a singlet at 90 pounds. But so the second round starts here, and Story chose down. He chose
good first round for Story, though, right?
Great first round. They got an escape, and it will be 8-0 now. And like I was explaining to you earlier, Simon, so those new fans out there, if you get a decision by 7 to 1 point, it's a 3-point decision. If it's 8-14, it's called a major decision. So right now he's got a major decision, which is 4 points for your team points. Now obviously there's still got a lot of wrestling. So Story's in on a single leg. He's got him in a waterfall position, and he hip heisted. He's got the inside leg. It's a lot of trouble right there.
Holy cow.
Now he's in a
It's
turret.
incredible.
Right here is in a turret, and he's going to try to shoulder trap him right here and to try to get back points. And that's a dominant position. He's really dominating Wood in this match. I thought that Wood's a little heavier, but Story is really taking it to him.
He is a beast, man. He's incredible.
And I like how he is bumping up and pushing himself. That's you're going to have a lot of success if you're you're challenging yourself day in and day out. He's got him in head and arm. He's switched over to head and arm. He's in the north and south position. Wood keeps fighting. And as I mentioned earlier, Simon, if you can avoid the pin in a duel, it's big. So he's fought off the 2 times.
Because that's 6 versus 4, right?
It should be a tech fall now. It was 15. It should be a tech fall. So they let him go, but even though it was already a tech fall prior to the escape, so the match should be over. Yep. And we see referee Crawford finally saw that, and he.
So what's a tech fall?
So
How
a
many
technical
points?
fall to you viewers out there is if you're by 15 or more, you get 5 team points. So
5 versus 6.
5 versus 6. So Wood, even though it looked like he got to take it to him there, he did a good job for his team fighting off his back. He saved himself a 1 team point. In a tight duel, it could come down to that. Duels, you got to stay off getting pinned.
Listen, I grew up in the 80s, and I remember those matches coming down to Corey Morrison.
Yeah.
I mean, so you're counting all your points because Corey was either going to get pinned or he's going to pin.
Absolutely.
Exciting times, Ron Wood Wildcats, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's where it all began. And
Lakeland Hawks.
Yeah, there were some classic duels.
Yeah.
And if you can believe it, too, even with Wallace, Wallace, Idaho. The minors, we used to come down to the heavyweight matches as well.
I love it.
Jim Heyman versus Dwayne Campbell was the matchup there.
Dewey.
So we're going back,
Let's
about 35 years here with Dewey Campbell.
So who do we got here now, Matt, in the 126?
Yeah, so now we're rolling on to 126. 126. Carson Hinkleman, #1 ranked kid in the state, only a freshman. He's put a lot of time in the off season and the summer. He's really put the extra time in and doing some off season wrestling and freestyle, Greco camps, all that stuff. And he's going against Connor Brown, and Hinkleman right away has a takedown and is getting after it. Oh, okay. This is his knee. Was he out for a couple matches then, or okay? Oh, okay. So back to the match here. We got a 3-0 lead with Hinkleman. He's running a spiral ride. Just trying to get his hips down. He's gonna try to capture that wrist. And now he comes over the top and puts a leg right in. So he's in a pretty dominant position here.
Matt, first period right now, are you winded, or is this all adrenaline right now?
First period, you really want to, you got to remember these guys made weight, right?
Yeah.
So they made weight, meaning that they all weighed in. They probably got a 2 pound growth allowance, so they probably weighed in at 128. And if they're dieting and everything, they kind of want to get the cobwebs out and get that, get everything going. You don't eat a whole lot after that weigh-in.
Right.
So it looks like, Hinkleman had the leg right in. Brown tripoded up. And if you have that leg right in, when they tripod up and stand up, they will call potentially dangerous to stop it, as they did there.
Right.
Referee Crawford, he's the Sandpoint Bulldog. Now, I talked to him earlier. He's not going to be biased. He's going to ref this thing. And right at the very end, all of a sudden we get a 3/4 stack. It looks like Hinkleman stacked him up for a quick 3 count. And he's got another backup ref that's out there helping him as well.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
He's a new referee, but I heard a lot of good compliments on how he did in the first of the JV matches. So that's
awesome.
good.
That's great to see.
So second round, I believe Brown went both up. And he's in on a single leg, so now they're trying to feel each other out. So he's got a 6-0 lead. Nice block and re-attack by Hinkleman. And he comes up and finishes the double leg. 3 points takedown. So he widens his margin 9-0. He's in dominating so far. And like I was talking to you earlier, Simon, with the scoring in high school has changed. Last year in college, every time I turn my head, he gets him right back in that stack. I got to keep my eye on the match here. I started to look over to explain stuff to you, and Hinkleman puts him on his back again.
Some scoring changes, though, right?
Yeah, scoring changes. So the biggest one is the takedown. It used to be worth 2 points, and now it's worth 3. So it's so Hinkleman's back to his match. He's got an Iowa right on, and it looks like Brown kind of did a toe hook and turned into him, and he's in a dominant position now. He's safe. It looked like he was starting to get on his hip there. But back to that scoring, so if you're I think what the wrestling world wanted to see was just more action. So if you take a guy down, let him go, you have 3 points, he has 1. If you take him down again, now it's 6-1. You let him go. So you can acquire a lot of points in a pretty quick fashion.
And you said it's to increase action.
Yes.
You want more action.
In college, especially at the college level, that's where they did it first. You could essentially get 1 takedown, the guy gets away, and then the next round, let's say you choose both up, no one gets a takedown. That guy that you took down chooses down, he gets away. Now you got a 2-2 tie.
Yeah.
And so you see a lot of it's really promoting that you have to get a takedown.
Yeah.
If a guy gets takedown, you're going to have to get another takedown to tie it up. So I think it's been great for the sport. He goes right to a near side cradle. He's got his head in the side. He's running. He's looking to scoop him up. He's got Brown pretty flat here. I think referee Crawford.
Oh yeah, he's got him.
He's got him.
Yeah.
He's got him, but as I said, these Bulldogs have been fighting off their back. And there it is. He will get the fall with only 9 seconds left in the second period.
Hinkleman,
the freshman. He took the Clearwater Classic off because he had an injury.
Yeah, so 126-pound freshman. That's impressive.
Yeah, I think Simon, his normal weight class is 120. This is one of those dual strategies that to pull off the win. That is his weight class because he's 120. He's a force to be reckoned with, and Yeah,
Ricky Harrelson's out tonight. So
the strategy worked for the Wildcats. They get a major at 120 and a fall at 126. So
and now we're to 132, Matt. That's Wyatt Story, brother of Colton Story, and Ashley Hawkins.
Yeah, and I think as you mentioned, Simon, earlier, Coach Miller thought this might be a close match, a pretty pivotal match in the duel.
Yep.
With that fall, the Wildcats go up 23-6. With the 132-pound weight class, I think their goal in this duel is to acquire a pretty big lead in these earlier weights. As they get to the middle upper weights, Sandpoint has a lot of experience in those upper weights.
We talked about that.
So they got their forfeits early, and so you really want to get on a roll and basically get this duel where they can't come back and beat you, right? Then you can kind of breathe a little bit. You can take the sweat off your brow.
Matt, why is it so hard for? I mean, maybe it's a school size thing too, but why is it so hard for a Kellogg to have like a 165, 175, 185 pound wrestlers? It's just. Guys just don't want to do it? They're that big?
Well, I think it's just kind of turning into an epidemic a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Even at Coeur d'Alene where my son goes, and Coach, we don't have a lot of guys when you get above 175, 190. The football programs are pretty strong, and it's a lot. So
where's your tight end? Where's your tight end that just wants to be a beast?
They're probably lifting weights, and they're probably just kind of running routes here in March.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a tough. Hawkins with a high crotch picks Story up and finishes for the first points. Had a nice high crotch, but yeah, I mean, so when I get, I've been out of the sport, I've coached and everything, but I haven't competed obviously since college. But when you get in there and you start seeing people sprint and stuff, and he's like, "This is hard. It's hard."
It is.
So you talk a football player into going out that's 190 pounds, 200 pounds, and they're just like, "I just don't want to do it. It's really hard." Like I just don't. I'd rather get in that weight room and lift and kind of focus on football. So I think it's hard to get people to buy in that hey, you come join a championship team, and
it's
just
tough
really hard.
sport.
It is a tough sport.
When I report on these guys, Matt, I always say these are the hardest working guys in the school. They just are, night in, night out. They're running. Yeah. They're grappling together. They also lift weights. But I mean, it's
dieting.
Dieting.
Healthy.
Like this is a tough. These guys are tough guys. 3-1, huh?
So we get to the end of the round. Yeah, the Hawkins had that nice high crotch finish on Story. And he gets his choice, and Hawkins looks over at Coach Radigan, and they say, let's go neutral. So they'll go back to their feet. And the score is 3-2 now. So it's 3-1 in that period. So what happened was Story chose down.
Okay.
And then
he let him up?
Yeah, Hawkins just looked at the rest and says, he didn't want to wrestle on the mat. I think he feels like he might have an advantage on his feet and maybe can acquire some points.
And you can see, too, he's got some energy.
Yeah, and Hawkins, like I said, I think he might have placed a state maybe back in 2023. So he's got some experience. He's been around. It doesn't say what year he is. He's probably a junior or senior.
And this is a good matchup for Story. Is Story bumping up as well?
I think this is Story's
he's bumping
weight
up
class.
Oh, it is?
No, this is his weight class. 32. So Story, Trevin share time at 32.
Yes,
so,
Trevin.
Yes, so they're both 32.
Okay.
I believe that was a stall call on that last was it?
Is that a warning for first?
What happens if you take a shot on a guy and you shoot at their legs, a leg attack, and he backs off the mat, you're going to get a stall call a lot of times. So whoever took that shot, the other opponent got a standpoint. So then they gave Story a stall call on that, which, in a close match like that, you have to watch out later.
Get another one,
then
it's
another
points,
one, it's a point. Yep. And Hawkins back in. See right there, like that backup. That makes you as a coach kind of flinch a little bit. Like, don't give him another stalling. And referee Crawford has a lot of experience. Like I said, I think he gave that stall call because he feels like Hawkins has been the aggressor.
I love that the refs, Matt, and we know the basketball refs, and I mean we have a lot of respect for them.
Yeah.
I mean it's not an easy job this day and age to be a referee at high school level, any level, but I like that you know who that is. He's calling good matches, and you're walking us through his process.
There's 3 takedowns, but Hawkins, he took that shot and he kind of caught Story off guard. Story backed up, and unfortunately when you back up and they get to your legs like that, you don't have any sprawl left in you because he got him when he's extended. So
and now Story's trying to get 3 points out, right?
Yeah, so now it's 6-2. There's only 11 seconds left in the round, so Hawkins is going to try to keep him down here so he doesn't get that escape before the end of the round. But so far in their feet, Hawkins has had the better leg attacks. He's had the cleaner shots of the two.
You know what? I love having someone explain wrestling to me down. Like, I always love it. But the technical part of it, this is amazing.
See, now Hawkins might get a stall call here. Yep. You cannot just run him off the mat. You have to put him back down on the mat. Hawkins should have came around the corner, lifted, and did a mat return. Instead, he chose to just drive him off the mat, and referee Crawford said, nuh-uh, it's stalling.
And with 1.2, he's probably just killing time, trying to get to that.
So there's a stalling call. Another way you can get a stalling call for those fans out there, and Simons, if you don't have your shoelaces tied, they're going to hit you stalling because they need to be wrapped with tape.
Yep.
So it's 6-2. We go in the third round here. It's still, the match is at a decision level. Hawkins goes right away back to his feet. He feels like he has got the advantage here. Story has had some shots, but they've been, in my assessment, a little bit too far out. He needs to get closer and set him up a little closer. His shots from too far away, and Hawkins has been able to block them.
You know what's cool about this, Matt, is these wrestlers are going to watch this stream.
Yeah.
They're going to get some coaching.
Good.
You got coaching here from Matt Armstrong.
Yeah. So Story's doing a nice job here with the 2-on-1, the Russian tie. There you go. Now he's in a leg tie. Now back up. Granby roll, nothing. There.
Wow.
He was able to escape.
Wow.
He took a good shot.
That's
and
incredible.
Then he almost got a go behind, and he did a nice Granby roll to
Did you hear,
avoid that.
You hear him saying back up? Like he knew right away. Matt is just this is awesome.
So he's taking center. He's doing a good job. He's taking center here. He's going to need to get a takedown, and then he's going to probably have to cut him and take him down again. I would think that the wrestlers look pretty evenly matched, so I believe Story. He missed. So now he's on a. Oh gosh! Shoot, that's all right. Hawkins. So he shot in there. He grabbed his elbow. Looked like he was looking for a dump, a fireman's dump. Yeah. And Hawkins just pulled his arm out and dragged out. And
I mean, fatigue comes into play here. You're not, it's not first round.
Yeah, and I don't. They look like Story looks like he's doing pretty well. Yeah. They both do. I believe that was more just he was really going for that dump, and his elbow could have been slippery. Third round like this. So there we go. There's that Granby roll again. We're at 9-3. Now he's not out of it. He can throw him to his back. He's going to get a stall call here. Referee Crawford is good. If he doesn't engage, he's going to give another point. Now this is where you say victory formation. This is where you want to go something big. You need to throw him to his back. So Story might be looking to do a cement mixer. He might be looking to do a fireman's carry, dump him right to his back.
Gosh, I love it.
Well, that was good effort by Story.
Yeah.
You could tell.
I love the call out of the moves, Matt.
Yeah. I'm up here watching. I can see, Story's disappointed. He gave it all. He did. It was a pretty even match. The difference was Hawkins was able to get in cleaner on the legs and get in deeper. But if
so that is that a 3-point?
So yes. So that was only 7-point.
Just a decision.
Margin. And I think this was a match that Coach Miller had told you that 132 would be a tough, pivotal match.
Yes. Yep.
So with that win, the Bulldogs go to 23-9, and right away we roll on right to 138.
Trevin
and
Bush.
We got the Trevin Bush. that Bush Figueroa family. They've been around here for decades.
Wrestling legacy.
Quarter centuries, and he's going to be scrappy. He's not he's the kind of guy that's probably going to belt you on the head a few times and club you. But he's going to be aggressive, so we have a duck under attempt, a nice reattack by Bush. Martin had a nice little duck, and Bush just went right to it. It Gage Martin, and so Bush, that didn't phase him at all. So he's going to go ahead and
give the one,
cut his opponent. Yep. Yeah, he's going to release him because he believes he's got that elbow. He's holding on the elbow. He's probably looking for a dump or a drag here. He does. He goes sucker drag and takes him right down. Sucker drag. He did that. He executed that beautifully.
Gosh, really I love it.
And I wouldn't be surprised if you see Bush cut him again here. A lot of times that you want to kind of break a guy's will.
Matt, right away, I just want to let you know we got people in the chat. Someone just said this commentary is awesome.
Well, that's
good. Keep it up. This is good.
Well, so every time I look away here now,
it's just so much action.
Yeah, we start having fun here, and so their referee Crawford, I think, gave 4. Now we're up 10-1. 10-1.
That's right.
Did.
Yep.
Did they wrestle in the finals then? Okay, they did. Yeah, and that. Bush won it. Yeah, that's good.
I know the action's fast and furious here, but Matt, if you'll turn around to that camera back there, we're joined by Matt Armstrong, 1994 Kellogg High School state champ. Just for you guys watching on the feed, I know Matt's family's watching too here. We are in the Wildcats live studio. And I just wanted to get Matt on camera here, and we were having a blast.
Yeah, good times. And we look at Martin's in deep on Bush, and Bush is able to get an underhook and jack him up and get him off his legs. And he's back into the shot. Yeah, the Wildcats, so coming off of last week's Clearwater Classic, they had 5 Wildcats in the finals, and I think 3 champions, 4 champions. Yeah, 3 champions. So yeah, Watson at 106, Story at 13, Trevin at 32. Back that sucker drag. So Martin did not learn from that last pick. He's sucker drag. Is referee Crawford going to give? He's looking over. He says no.
No.
He says no.
Coach
Bush.
Miller. And what's Coach Miller saying here, Matt?
Coach Miller's going to go and he's going to argue this now. He's going to. He wants to talk. Now I don't know if he's going to have referee Crawford talk to this. From what I understand, as a first-year referee, actually
right.
First match. So I don't. I don't think he's going to change his call.
No, but I love that there's that challenge. There's that I need some explanation.
Well, it looked like it was very, very close, and I could see.
Should have got to replay.
I could see how that would agitate Miller. Miller can get agitated pretty quick in these matches. And that one would have. I would have won the 3-2. It's You never know in these matches. He's up by 8. He's dominating. But you never know. All of a sudden, one flip and then he's pinned.
So did he choose down here, Matt?
I looked away. He did. Okay. Yeah. So Bush went down, and that's the same with these new scoring, Simon. It's not always great because you can have a guy who's not good on his feet, but he's really good on top.
Right.
And he's just waiting to get on top. So he was running a half, and Bush puts him
right.
This could be the end of it right here. He was running a half in a bar, and Bush pulled his head over. He got too high, and he's got him teed up here. As when you go to pin a guy, you don't want to be parallel. You want to be teed up on him.
Mm-hmm.
He's got him right back to that.
He's torquing it big time.
That cow catcher position
is
where he's at. You're like your last one, a cow catcher. You got that head in there, you got that arm, and now he's Saturday Night Ride.
And he got it.
And he goes to Saturday Night Ride. It's Wednesday night, but he
Matt,
gets the fall.
Come over here and take a look at the replay, Matt. We're going to go replay full screen. This is the point of the I think I got it a little bit late. No, this is where Trevin comes over. What's he doing there?
He gets too high. He's got a half and a bar, and he's running, but Bush wasn't going to go, so he should have came back on the position and readjusted. Instead, he was just going for it, thinking that Bush was going to go, and Bush got his head and took him right over. So now, with that fall, the Wildcats go up, 29-9, a good lead, but you're never safe in duels. Like I said, things can happen. So now we get to Scribner, who
Chase Scribner.
I believe he is ranked. Yeah, he's wrestling up a weight class of 44. And he's ranked in the state. He's placed in the state. A couple years ago, he placed really high. And right away, he has an arm bar, and he might get a fall early. And he does. He picks up in 27 seconds. That should ignite the Wildcats even more.
Chase Scribner. Matt, how long did that take? They already reset the clock.
Less than 30 seconds.
Holy smokes, Chase Scribner.
Things go fast over here.
Wow.
This is faster than the price of silver dropping back in the 80s. This is crazy. So we cannot turn our head. We're having fun up here.
We're having a blast.
We turn our heads, and now we're already on to.
I was trying to check the chat, and there's a pin.
Big Brady Vergobi. He's got the look. He's got the tattoos. He's got the muscles. He's got the attitude. He's got everything.
He's got the attitude.
Now he's got to go just execute. This Holman kid is also kind of a big, strong guy.
Good.
Per se. He's got it. Nice. Look at that sucker drag. And there's weight. If there's weight on the hands, that's going to be a takedown. I thought I saw one of Holman's. All he's got to do is bump it forward and get weight on his hands. He Granby's. Oh, back up. Nothing yet.
Wow.
And he goes right to a double leg.
Holy smoke.
Dang it.
Matt, how is there that much action right there and no blood?
All he had to do was just bump him forward, and if one of his hands touches the mat, his feet, he was already behind him. And Holman dives in. Holman has a dive. Not a great shot there, but Holman, when your belly button's on the mat, Brady has a front head draw. He's going to a cradle. He could drive him. Well, he lost the head, so now he's in a single leg. Now, from here, he needs to move him. He needs to move his opponent, run the pipe, treetop. He needs to keep. Well, he got him down. He got him down with a Weber. He got him down, so we got 3 takedowns.
My God, Matt, I love this. So does the chat. People are like, God, I forgot how fun wrestling was.
It can be a lot of fun.
This is great.
This has been a really exciting duel. I haven't had a lot of guys. These Wildcats have been going right after it.
I love
right?
it.
I mean, they've been aggressive.
These Wildcats are tough, Matt.
Yeah, we said
you know that. You're a Wildcat.
Yeah, we said they were going to be aggressive. This is a big night. You know, they got a 5A team coming in. You know, and the 3A Wildcats, they're not going to push around the 3A scrappy Wildcats.
No, they're not.
Come from some minor families that, you know, are, like grow up tough. They eat a big
miners
steak,
and loggers,
a potato every night, you know, and yeah, you're not gonna bully the minor families.
Matt, who is your coach? Shout out your coach.
Oh, big shout out! Yeah, Pat Whitcomb was my coach for 3 years.
Love it.
He was coach at NIC.
Went on to NIC. Yep.
Yeah, he was a 2-time national champion. I had him, and Coach Amos coached me for a couple of years. Sean Amos, who's the football coach over at Coeur d'Alene, and then last year had Coach Jackson for just 1 year. But he had a lot of experience wrestling at Division II level, and it was great to have him when Whitcomb had left. So it was good.
And prior to you, in my era, my best friend Brad, Ron Wood.
Ron Wood, I was
laying that foundation for wrestling greats.
I was a little bit hurt when he left because you know that was I went to all these duels. I saw Coach Wood. I saw the good bonds. You know, the bonds that he built was what made them
legendary,
fantastic.
right?
Yes.
Yep.
So we get hit of the second round. So Brady Vergobi got the takedown, and then I believe Holman chose down. And like I said, we'll see. John, they're freshman twins. They're pretty big, strong kids. There's 4 of them. Okay, there's the 215-pounder. And I don't see him on the lineup here, but he is also a big, strong kid. And then they have an 8th grader. So they have 4 Holman brothers all ready to grapple.
Wrestling family,
right, Wrestling family, yeah. They're I'd hate to see that Costco bill every week coming down into town.
Wow.
So anyway, so Holman's on his feet now. It looks like he is probably going to get one escape here, and he does. Mm-hmm. Referee Crawford gives the escape.
Vergobi just going right back at it.
Yeah, Vergobi. If I was Vergobi, I would have reset there.
You're right.
It's kind of he does a spin through. He spin through. He's got the elbow. He's getting back points, so it worked out. So Brady made me eat my words. He ended up getting 3 takedown. Now he's already got 4 near fall.
We're going to some replays here, Matt, too. We're splitting it for the people watching.
Go back to that replay.
Yep, we've got it split here, and we've got a replay plus a live action. So, wow, he's just so close
and now
right here.
So now it looks like he's going to go to the Saturday Night Riders. He's going to hook those legs. He's got this is hard to get out of.
Oh,
he
man.
should close. Look at those tattoos are flexing. There we go. We get the fall.
Brady Vergobi.
That's the kind of, that could be an intimidating. You got a guy flexing with those tattoos over the top of you like that. So good job, Brady. He's healthy.
There's a replay, Matt. If you want to come look at this, you can see him. Got him on that. There's the pin call. Brady Vergobi getting some points there for the Wildcats.
So now we're up at good job for Brady. Yeah, as we'd mentioned, he's had some injuries the last few years. He's healthy. He gets a fall. He is ranked top 3 in the state. He should, by all means, get a state medal down there.
Hey, Matt, you got a shout-out from your son. You might want to come read the chat here.
All right.
Brock, you know, Brock's a pretty good wrestler, I think, too, so he knows what he's talking about.
Let's see. Brock said this company is great. He says, "Well, Brock. That's good that he did that. He wrestled Brady Vergobi. You know, and they've wrestled before. They have some history, and there's been some times where he's pounding the walls, and when Brady took it to him a little bit per se. And Brock's learned from that years ago.
Matt, your son Brock's had a pretty good season, sophomore, right?
Yeah,
having a good season.
We can't be prouder.
Shout out to Brock.
31-1. He's watching the feed tonight.
That's amazing.
As well, he's beating seniors right there. That was a nice little takedown by Haynes.
Yep.
And this believe it or not, this is Brock's first opponent in his career. It's right here in the Wildcat gym, Andrews Gym. When Brock was 5 years old, he wrestled Jace Haynes.
Gosh, that's some history right there. That's
11 years ago.
11 years ago.
11 years ago. Jace Haynes. So we got back here. Coulter Cates gets a takedown.
This one's going back and forth,
so this
Matt.
is back and forth.
Yeah.
It's 4-3.
Look at, he's ready to spin this one here.
We got a switch by
There we
Haynes.
go.
Boom. He switches right back 5-4. Now these are the matches that get the fans on their feet.
Right.
When obviously it's fun to dominate, but when a guy's going back and forth, one guy's winning, the other guy's winning. That's when you kind of get the all fans happy, right? So
Jace is working it, Matt. He's
got a tilt there. He did not have shoulders that passed the 45-degree angle, so referee Crawford did not swipe at all there. We got 20 seconds left in the first period. That was a pretty active period. Right there, near fall again. Just like that. Now they're in. He's going to get points there. This has been an active duel. This
active first period, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it looks like he gave him 4 near fall. 4 near fall. Haynes is going back to that tilt. Okay, so 9-4. We end that first period. Haynes up 9-4. And this is right where I believe Coach Miller, he at this 157, he wanted to have a big lead right here.
Right.
So they're up by 32 points. If depending on how this match goes, there's 1, 2, 3. There's 5 matches left.
Right.
So if they win this, they could basically seal
Salt
the deal.
it away. Yeah.
Like I said, back there, you'll see Coach Miller kick back, and he'll kind of like feel a little bit. He won't be quite as anxious per se.
And we can.
There's a switch by Haynes. Haynes has a switch. 2 reversal Haynes. We've seen some switches.
We're going to switch to a wide view here. You guys can check out Coach Miller if you'd like to. He's down there on the mats.
Down there, yeah. He's got longtime assistant Travis Birdie next to him. James Bush. He's got a lot of help out there. A lot of quality wrestlers.
A lot of legacy, Matt?
A lot of great wrestlers, yeah. Coach Bush said he was going to try to leave us last year. No, he's not going anywhere. They made him stay here. He needs to stay here for another 10 years, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I agree. It's
Haynes rolls under. He's got that. He's doing a pretty good job that tilt, but he's missing he's got his elevator leg. Mm-hmm. So in that tilt position there, you want to have one of your knees to keep him up, and the other one's like an elevator.
Right.
And so his legs are split when he's tilting. He did get some points, but he's just missing that one in order to keep him there. He did get. Is that 3, Simon?
It's like 3.
Okay,
yeah.
3. So he got 2.
Or 2.
Count. He got a 2 count. So, but if I was Coulter Cates, I would stop grabbing hands when you come up. He should use his elbow to scrape, what we call scrape. He's going to go inside and scrape Haynes' hands, but it looks like Haynes is just going to muscle.
He's rolling him,
over.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Yep. He's rolling him.
This is kind of like a big brother move. And he's going to get the fall.
Holy smokes,
He will get the fall, and that will seal the win for the Wildcats. It ain't over. We want to
still got some individual battles, right?
They're going to get the W as a team, which is huge. What a big start for the Wildcats, 47-9.
Giving you a replay there of the pin, Matt. Right there, the last rights. Right there, the fall for Jace Haynes. Yeah, this is exciting, Matt. I mean, I love wrestling, but this is more fun than I've had watching the last 5 basketball games. I mean, I love our basketball teams too, but having this insight is pivotal.
This has been awesome. We have another duel next week, so hopefully we can come back and do it again next week. I think it's against Bonner's Ferry, I believe, or maybe Timberlake. So this is the
we got Colton Duncan.
Yeah, this is the older brother of the
Daniel
twins.
Holman.
Okay, he's a little, looks like a twin, but just a little bit beefier, a little bit stronger, And he hits an ankle pick, and he takes Duncan down. He got a 1
Duncan's
count.
a freshman.
Duncan's only a
freshman,
yeah.
so he's inexperienced.
We were wondering if he was a relative of the great Dan Duncan or Carl Duncan from the
we
Valley.
got to find that out.
We need to get the insight on
possible.
that. You did confirm he's not part of Brian Duncan.
Brian Duncan. I don't believe so.
Our old teacher here,
no,
right?
I don't believe so.
Okay. And these matches are going so quick. You look away, he's got him in a dominant position here for a fall. In that north and south position, this is hard to get out of.
Wow.
I would be surprised if he's able to get out of here and see switches. He goes from there right back into the cow catcher, and he's going to get the fall. Yep. He will get the fall with 1:06 seconds.
Duncan gave it an effort, didn't he, Matt?
He did.
Just kind of left it all out there.
Yeah, and we don't know with these duels. We don't know if this is even Duncan's. He might be a 57-pounder. So in a duel, a lot of times you move people around just to fill the weight classes. So
Matt, what weight is Brock wrestling?
So Brock's at 165 pounds.
Okay.
So that was his weight
class.
Yeah,
that was Brock's weight class.
He did wrestle the Holman kid. I think a week or 2 ago.
Okay.
We wrestled him in a duel, and he was able to.
And Matt, you know this Kellogg name, Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis.
You know the Lewises.
Yeah, from the St. Rita's Catholic Church.
That's right.
They're members
That's
up
right.
there. And he's wrestling Charlie Becker. And Andrew, I believe, is a junior or sophomore? Junior, okay. And so him and Becker, I believe this could be a pretty close match from what we heard. They could be I haven't seen a lot of either one of them wrestle this year.
Right.
But I have seen Lewis has been around for a long time. He plays multiple sports. He might even play all 3 sports. He might play baseball, football, wrestling. So he's track. So he's a great athlete.
Yep.
Great athlete. You know, his dad, you know, was a coach of his.
He's our running back, right, in football.
Yeah. There he goes again. He had a reach shot there.
Matt, you got another shout out in the chat. Here you go.
Okay,
somebody else
great.
you know.
All right, who we got there?
Somebody that's we kind of both know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
BA. Brad Armstrong, Sibs is in the chat.
Yeah, it's at 10 for the late night show.
He's staying up late.
Yeah, he is.
to get his Andrews gym fix.
Well, that's
Brad,
good.
a pretty good wrestler in his own right, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he never – no one –
got a little grouchy with me as a friend when he was cutting weight, but, you know, I learned to deal with it.
Yeah, he cut a lot of weight, man. We cut so much weight by the time I got up there, I did not want to cut that much weight. I wanted to, you know, he – especially there was 2 years, I think, as a 98-pounder and 119, both those, man, it looked like he just was – walking around like a pale ghost for about 3 months out of the year.
Tough as nails, though, man.
Yeah, they had great team, you know, and that was really a team effort. What they had there, they might not have had the technique like some of the other schools had, but they had a bond. They had a team.
They also get to third, Matt, third place, third or fourth.
I want to say third place.
Yeah, I was going to say third.
I want to say third. I don't think because I think when so the Becker's in on a single leg, you got a whizzer. And he's a whizzer with Lewis, and he stuffed the head correctly. He does. He holds him off. He does a good job of whizzering there and putting that head down right where you want to be there to defend that single leg.
Matt, I want to shout you out here. I'm looking at that state champions board. There are multiple from decades. Jamie Barnes. You got Kelly Burt. You got the Hall boys. You know, this last decade, but in the 90s. One guy.
Yeah, the 90s.
Matt
Yeah,
Armstrong.
And part of that, you know, it was when Wood left, you know, it just started a whole new culture with Whitcomb coming in. So we had a lot of pretty good athletes that just never made it through, per se, because maybe they didn't want to buy into what Whitcomb was selling type thing, you know what I mean? And so we had a lot of, I could name a lot of Wildcats, Adam Cato, a lot of good wrestlers back in the day that would have been animals had they stayed with it.
Yep,
but,
exactly.
You know, staying with it is a big part of it. But so I saw a lot of good kids and good athletes that just didn't make it those years. So,
but you did, Matt. So credit to you. I'm tooting your horn right now.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks, Simon.
And I used to babysit you, so I can do that.
It's one of those things. You know, when people talk about it, it's one of those things. It doesn't mean nothing now, not really, but you're glad you did it, type thing. You know, and I wouldn't have had it any other way.
By the way, Matt, Ryan's watching too.
Ryan Armstrong.
Back late night. Ryan. By the way, Ryan, I'm going to shout you out. I saw a video of pre-wrestling match playing the national anthem. Like, what a talented guy.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Ryan, that gave me goosebumps, buddy.
Have a wrestler be able to use
Good
that
stuff.
left part of the brain. You know, the musical instrument one, the artwork, that kind of stuff.
And I'm not surprised. Surprised.
And he's the first Armstrong to get over 6 foot that I know of.
Love it.
You know, he's got a lot going for him.
Ryan Armstrong, good for you, buddy. Keep it up.
So we got about 38 seconds left in the second period here, and it's still scoreless. I believe
that's incredible.
Lewis took down. Coach Miller did think this would be a close match, and this could be one of those matches where it's 0-0, then a guy throws one of them to their back at the very end. You never know what's going to happen. He's almost out. He's got a whizzer here and stuff that head. He needs the whizzer, square up with him, put his foot on the mat. Lewis needs to get those wrists and spike his foot to the mat. See, now this kind of bodes better for Becker by elevating it. See, referee Crawford's going to give a stalling call on that. The reason why is he felt like Becker should have put him to the mat quicker.
A stalling warning, though, right?
No points. Stalling warning. I don't know. You know, referee Crawford's a buddy of mine. I don't know if I agree with that call. You know,
that's okay. You don't have to.
Yeah, and that's
what we're here for. You can critique respectively.
I'll go down there and rub him in the ribs, and we can argue about it later.
Right.
But that was a pretty crucial point because now Becker's going to get his choice, and he's probably going to pick down. And we
got more in the chat.
That's good. We
Class
got
of 90, undefeated as a team, and got 4th at state. Brad Armstrong,
yeah,
thank you.
they're giving out stats.
That's right,
okay,
Brad.
Well,
That's why we have the chat.
So the class of 90, yeah, they did have a great bond. They got 4th. It wasn't 3rd, and they were undefeated dual team. I think they were 11-0.
That's great.
So forth. I coach at Coeur d'Alene
I
High
think I went to
School.
all those duels, Matt.
Yeah, I coach at
Loved
Coeur
it.
d'Alene, and I tell those guys, hey, you remember the class 99? They're like, I don't know. They try to. It's like they were undefeated. They were
Right.
they were a team. They were the definition of a team.
Yep.
And they were one wrestler away from basically winning the state title.
Exactly.
They just needed one more guy,
Yep.
really. So.
Yep.
So Becker gets an escape right away within the first 20 seconds. So now it's kind of on Lewis to get a takedown, And the other thing is Becker has a stalling call. So if Lewis is able to push the pace here, now he's not a singling. He's going to get up off his knees and come up and get to that corner. So now that Becker's squared up, Lewis needs to come up. All right, good job by Lewis getting his arm up there to block that go behind. And now he's going to a head and arm. And Crawford, he's got it on the waist. He's going to his back. Dang it. Lewis is on his back. And this, hopefully get that arm back to the mat because good job. Good job. Way to get that. Yep, Andrew gets that leg back, that arm. He's able to get those hips, his belly button to the mat, your belt buckle to the mat. And like as I was saying earlier, it's 0-0, and with a takedown and back points, you all said it's 8-0. It's a major decision so far. If Lewis is able to get one here and escape, he can avoid the major decision, which only gives Sandpoint the 3. Even though the Wildcats have the victory here, you want to win all the matches. Each individual. You're looking at Lewis's confidence going down the road, right? You're looking like, hey, I want him to be confident he can win this match at state and get a state medal. So it's not just about like, hey, we got the team win. You want to keep it going.
Absolutely.
Right? You want to stack them up, right?
And most of these guys, you don't have to even tell them that. They're just competitors. That's a gear that they don't have, that they don't turn off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lewis is okay. So there's only 5. So it looks like Becker from Sandpoint, Charlie Becker, he's going to get the major decision, which will add 4 to the team total for the Bulldogs, which will. The Wildcats will still be leading 47-19. We have 3 weight classes left. There's going to be a forfeit at 215.
Right.
Now this one's back to St. Rita's Catholic. This is
AJ Peak, that's
AJ
right.
Peak,
That's right,
his
Matt.
dad's a member of the St. Rita's Catholic with me growing up, and AJ is a big, strong kid, very, very strong. It looks like now this is that strategy I talked about. It looks like they're going to forfeit. They're going to forfeit to him. And that would that.
So
that
it's
case,
5 instead of 6.
As you were asking about the coin flip, the odd or even, this is where strategy. See, we don't want to wrestle this guy. We don't. You know why? Because he got second at Tri-State. He won the Raleigh tournament. Okay, so he his skills are elite, right? He's a 3-sport athlete. I'm not saying AJ can't go out and get the win, but the odds are that we're probably going to take one on the chin there, right? And so with that being said, now we're going to do strategy. We're going to bump him at 215. We're going against Jeremiah Palmer, which I don't believe is their varsity guy. I believe the Holman.
A little bit of strategy here that you don't normally see, Matt. I mean, or I guess you see it, but people that are watching don't.
They don't know what's going on out there. They're thinking like there's an injury. And and so this,
I did not know that.
Yeah, this I don't know the Palmer. I don't know what his record is, whatnot. In some ways, he's probably feeling disrespected right now, right?
So Matt, what was the call on the coin flip that enabled this?
So when you go out as captains and start the duel off, you're going odd or even.
Odd or even.
So the Wildcats got the odd call. So on the odd call, it means that the 190 was the 13th match of the duel, which means that they have to report first. Sandpoint is to report first. So they went and reported, and once he goes on the mat,
forfeit.
He can't come off the mat.
Right.
He went on the mat, and so now we get our. So this time at 215, they get their choice. So they could have, if they wanted to, they could have forfeited and bumped this guy to heavyweight if they wanted to. But it didn't make sense to have a heavyweight. And so it looks like the strategy's working out so far.
I learned just that right there. I learned. In all my years of watching wrestling, I had no idea that was a thing.
Yeah, and it's because like I said, so then referee Crawford is going to give a stall call to Peak.
Right.
Like I said, if they drive you off the mat with shots and you back up, it's a new thing. In college, they're a little more aggressive with it. They'll hit it real early. But in high school, referee Crawford's been pretty aggressive with it too, per se. Looks like Peak's trying to hit a go behind there, a short drag we call. He was hooking that arm and trying to go in the seam. He had a pretty good shot. He couldn't quite get around the corner. But yeah, I mean, the way this score looks right now, I mean, this is now. Here's that short drag. He's trying to. Now he's switching over to. Oh, he's let him crawl up in on him. So, Peak. So, okay, so AJ, he looked like he was going to hit a short drag. Then he looked like he switched over to a cow catcher. And Palmer just drove up on him and got around him. And now he's got under the arm, and now he's in trouble. Yeah, he's on a hip. And, big guys, it's hard for big guys to get off their back. Big wide shoulders. Peak he's bridging. And he's got 7 seconds. He only got 7 seconds. If he knows that, hopefully his teammates are yelling, like, come on, AJ. He's got 1 second, and he's going to survive.
Got there.
Right, he's going to survive. That's good. That's good to get off there now.
I think, Matt, just a technical perspective, AJ is not short on strength. He's one of the best athletes in the school. I think having another person critique his wrestling in addition to his coaches,
he just got off balance
there.
He got off. What happens is he was trying to implement his move, and they got up. They got in on his hips, and he got off balance, and he gave up his hips. And so
good. This will be good for him to watch.
I don't know if I looked away for. I was hoping. Well, it looked like on their feet that AJ was doing pretty well with those short drags. I'd like to see him get back to snaps, and if this if Palmer takes a shot and get a score in that short drag, he's right there. So what's going on here? We get, the clock, They got guys out there grappling. They're hitting to the head. There's no time.
There's no time.
It was
going.
all for nothing. That was bonus coverage for you fans
right.
out there. Yeah. So we got bonus coverage there.
I'll tell you what, that's the one thing too, Matt. In basketball games, timeouts, quarter breaks, like we get a chance to catch our breath. We have not had a chance to catch our breath here. I love it, but it's different.
This has been a fast duel. When the JVs were wrestling, it would seem like there was a bloody nose. Like that match lasted like 10 minutes, but this has been an action-packed, fast duel. It really has. There's that short drag. He's around. Now he needs to lift and take him forward. He wants to take him forward, not backwards. I took him backwards, and but see, he still hasn't got the points yet. He needs to get. Now he gets the points. There we go. Good. He was able to.
I love that insight.
Yeah.
I love that.
What Peak want to do there is he want to wrap around the waist there, pick him up, and take him forward. Lift and take his knees out and take him forward.
Gotcha.
If you take him back, okay, there we go. He got it, but Peak's back in it now. There we go.
And that's the one thing, Matt. He's strong, and he's a good athlete. He's in good shape.
So
the
Peak,
technique,
is he
right?
a junior or sophomore then?
Junior. He's
a junior, okay, and then he's I would like to see that kid run the football for the Wildcats. He'd be a handful.
I think
tackle,
he's offensive lineman or a linebacker.
So Palmer took a high crotch there, and then he got in. He just stepped behind and tripped. And now he does have like a Turk position on him, which this is hard. This is a tough position. If Palmer is able to elevate that leg and get what we call a shoulder trap with his left arm, he goes under the chin and trap Peak's shoulder. He'll go to his back. But that's what they're yelling. They're yelling elevate it and shoulder trap. Peak needs to get that leg out. He got the leg out, good. So Peak gets the leg out. He's able to get his belt buckle to the mat. And, that's the biggest thing.
Yep.
When you're going to your back or whatever, you're bridging, you're trying to fight arms. But if you can get that belt buckle flipped onto the mat, guess what? Your shoulders will probably come with it. Okay.
And that also, Matt, cardiovascularly, that's a time you're sucking air, but it gives you a chance to catch your breath.
It's a lot of energy to fight off your back.
Yeah.
You got a big, strong guy on top of you.
Yeah.
And you're trying to get to your belly. It just drains you. And so, right now, is the time for him to get up, put his hands over his head.
AJ's hanging in there.
Yeah, he is. He's
hey, by the way, Matt, Bob Grigg,
let's give a
wrestling
Bob
legend
Grigg,
in his own right. He's in the crowd. I got to go say hi to him. I want Brad to hear that. I got to go say hi to Mr. Grigg.
Yeah, now Coach Grigg, he came in my senior year and did some of his famous Grambies with
me. And
came in and wrestled with me. I was short on some partners that year, and so he came in. And Brad
what a great teacher, coach, and educator. Just love him, and I had to go say hi to him.
So Palmer gets another takedown. He's up 15-3.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if they tell him to cut him here because one more takedown will get the tech fall.
Right.
I guess it would be 15-4. Well, we'll see how it plays out or whatever here. But now AJ needs to get back to his belly. Get that.
Yep.
Keep that hip down.
And then Matt, explain the out of bounds.
Yeah,
what equates to out of bounds?
That was also another rule change in the last year. The same as you had said. with the point scoring, the 3-point takedown. They added a 2, a 3, and a 4 near fall. There was previously a 2 near fall, a 3 near fall. Now there's a 4-point near fall.
Okay.
This is a new rule. Once again, to keep action going. If any part of your body is in the
You're
circle, yeah. If it's not even on the mat, but it's
Right.
above the circle and it's
Yeah.
they'll keep it going. So
Yeah,
which
see.
is good because like I said, all the stops and stuff with wrestling, they want to keep action going.
Yep.
And I think it's been great, because you can have more opportunities to pin people,
Yep.
and there's you just don't stop until you hear that whistle.
I love it. I love the
Referee
education I'm
Crawford
getting
has done
tonight.
a good job of taking care of this. He really has. I've been watching, all the calls have been really good. He's been pretty, like I said, aggressive with the
How about
stall
referee
calls.
Crawford's apprentice? What do you give a
He's-
critique on him?
The word was he did good in the JV. Oh,
Okay.
oh Peak.
Oh.
So Peak had and head and arm
Yeah.
got rolled through there. But yeah, his apprentice he's got the look, and so now he just has to get the skills, right?
Okay. Love it.
He's not. I say he's not even a newbie now after getting here some varsity action, and you learn a lot from that.
I like that opportunity's there though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I don't even, and some people that can start reffing that haven't even wrestled in the past.
Yeah.
So Peak saved, he saved his team.
Yeah, he did.
2 team points there.
Good fight there by AJ.
It was only a major decision, so 4 points. Yeah.
Brad chatted in. Love that guy, Bob Grigg.
Yeah, they
Shout out
need
for
to
Greg.
give him 4 team points because
Okay.
it was a major decision. It was 15-3. So if it was it 47-26 before that amount, or so then you might want to send a text over the team that should be a 4
Right.
another point for the Bulldogs. Yeah.
Kyle Van Vliet.
So
he's
Kyle-
already wrestled 3 matches. I watched him. Never
He's going
setting
against
up the
Gavin
mats.
Walters. So
Ooh.
now the Bulldogs are deep at heavyweight. They have probably 2 or 3 heavyweights
Okay.
at least. And so this is Walters. Van Vliet's ranked 4th in the state. I believe he has some aspirations. He's going to wrestle next year at college Okay, and that's and so Walters drives Van Vliet onto the hard one. He runs right back to the center. That's that heart we're talking about, and that grit.
Love it.
He runs right back and says, "You know what? That didn't hurt. I'm getting
Yeah,
right back in
yeah.
here right now,
I'm
and
not
I'm going to
going
put my
anywhere."
forehead in your face." I like it.
Matt, who was the heavyweight when you were wrestling?
Well, Corey Morrison was.
He was.
Look at-
Corey was the 70s or the 80s.
Van Vliet was smart there. He tried to
Belt
take the
buckle.
momentum. Oh boy, he's looking for a butcher here. Palmer's looking for a butcher.
Yep.
It is hard when you get all this weight on top of you. It's hard to get off your back. Van Vliet is experienced.
He's in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's in the back of that. And there we go.
There it
Referee
is.
Crawford slaps the mat in a record time. The duel took probably less than an hour, I think.
Yeah, once they got it going. That's some good action, though, Matt. I will say, though,
What a great night.
the great action, but to have your constant commentary is unbelievable.
Yeah,
we need to do more of this because I think people don't understand wrestling,
Yeah.
and I think they like it more when they understand what's happening.
Yeah. If you can break it down to them like as you would any other sport that they're familiar with,
for
and so
sure.
they know what's going on, then they're going to want to watch more and understand and learn and grow with it as well.
Absolutely.
So the Wildcats pull off the win, 47-35. It looks like the official score. It played out how Coach Miller was hoping. I'm sure he wanted to win all the matches, but he felt like if he had a pretty dominant lead after 157 pounds, that he knew that some of those matches were going to be tough.
Yeah.
And I thought everyone wrestled great. I thought there was a lot of scrappy matches out there. It was an exciting duel.
Matt, wrestling landscape, Kellogg included, but maybe, your son wrestles for Coeur d'Alene. Wrestling landscape for the North Idaho teams, what does that outlook look like for them going into the next couple of weeks and then state?
Yeah, so right now you want to get you got your grades coming up here. It's semester time, so you want to make sure everyone's eligible. You want to make sure anybody that's been hurt the last few weeks is maybe starting to come back from the rehab and start to get in there and get the conditioning. There's not a lot of tournaments. This month of January has been a grind. A lot. You probably wrestled 20 matches in the last 3 weeks. So some of these guys, so they want to get healthy. They want to get their guys back. They want to get ready. So the month of February, you're doing a lot of practicing, some light drilling. Practice time start getting a little shorter, and you're getting ready for that districts tournament to punch as many guys in the state tournament as possible.
I think the Wildcats are headed this Saturday to Kooskia. like some duels, like
some duels down there.
yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll see Coeur d'Alene High School. We'll see the Wildcats the 31st and the 1st.
Okay.
We'll see them over there in the North Iowa Rumble.
Yep, the
That's
Rumble.
Been going on for, I think, 15 years or something now, 20 years.
Right.
And there'll be a lot of North Iowa schools. Some Southern Iowa schools will be there. Some Southern Iowa schools. East Valley will be there. University High out of Spokane.
Yep.
So there'll be some guys. It'll be a lot of people. Probably nobody new. At this point, you've kind of wrestled almost everybody.
Yep.
You've almost wrestled everyone. You're going to finish your conference duels. So next week, who do the Wildcats have on Wednesday, Simon? Is it Timberlake next? Yeah, okay, Timberlake. So we'll be back here hopefully next. If you have me back, I would love to come back.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
And it could be senior night too.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of emotions out there in the crowd,
Matt, I can tell you right now that we had over 50 people viewing, which is pretty big for wrestling.
Oh.
And they're all saying they were all commenting on how enjoyable it was to hear a commentary of what was happening.
Right.
Instead of just watching, two guys are going at it. Yeah. You're like, oh, he's got to get better leverage there. He's got to. It's great stuff.
Well, who doesn't want to hear a cement mixer? I mean, I don't think I ever hit it in my days, and I've taught it. I've seen some people hit it, and it's a great move. But it's fun to even say it, right? Some of these moves, north and south, Saturday Night Ride,
I love it. I mean, I knew some of the moves, but I heard some new ones.
Yeah, it's great. It's great, and like I said, this was a good fast duel. It really was. It was a lot of fun.
So before we sign off here, we got a few more people. We got my buddy Brad, my lifelong friend from when we were in kindergarten. He says you guys are a great team. Great job. Sibs and Bro.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Let's play some whiffs tomorrow. Get over here. And Debbie Depew Merrick, great job, Wildcats Live. Brad, nice win, Kellogg. So I want to get more involvement for the wrestling team. I love these guys. They're hardworking. I love Coach Miller, Coach Bush, Coach Birdie, all the teams.
We had a good crowd out there tonight too.
Yeah.
There was
a great crowd.
There was a great crowd. Like you said, there's a basketball game here last night, and you feel like there wasn't as many people there last night, which is crazy because when I was here, basketball these stands were completely full both sides.
Matt, also, what other group of athletes pours their life out on the mats and then takes down their arena? Hey, look at these guys. They're like, okay, we'll take it down, put it back up again next week. Like, this is just a hard-working, blue-collar group of guys and gals.
Yeah.
But so for Matt Armstrong, and Easton Town is here as well. We've got our camera up in the K-Wall booth. We don't need a camera person this time. Maybe next time we get some zoom in, some close-ups. But for Matt and the whole crew here, I'm Simon Miller. We're going to take it traditionally to the alma mater of Kellogg High School, just for tradition's sake. We'll see you, Matt. Let's get it back going again.
Yeah, it was great. Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure and honor to announce for everyone, and I hope that some of these Wildcats that were wrestling, if they can go watch this and if my commentary helps them, I don't know everything about wrestling. I know a lot about wrestling. I've been doing it a long time. But so hopefully they'll see those positions and they'll talk with their coaches and stuff. So, that's right.
And one more time, wave to our audience there, Matt. Thank you for coming this way.
Thanks.
They're watching. Everybody. They're staying up late. We are glad to have you guys here. We will be back next week with some action for basketball and probably wrestling too. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live, everybody.